If you are lucky enough to live somewhere warm, or you've travelled to race somewhere that has warm water, then you've probably experienced a non-wetsuit legal swim. Well, in this situation, you can obviously wear just a tri-suit, but you also have the option of a swimskin.
Today we are going to be looking at the differences between those two things, and we are going to compare those here in the pool.
When the water reaches a certain temperature, wetsuits aren't allowed, and this does vary from organisation to organisation, but Ironman, for example, for age group athletes choose a temperature of 24.5 degrees centigrade or 76.1 degrees Fahrenheit. Anything above this means you're not allowed to wear a wetsuit, but you are allowed to wear swimwear as long as it doesn't consist of neoprene and it doesn't go past your elbows or your knees.
So that there leaves us open to anything from a bikini or a swim costume, right through to more advanced things like the tri-suits or swimskins that we will be wearing today.
Yeah, and aerodynamics in this material has come on so far that actually you're at more of an advantage to be wearing the swim material than you are against your skin. So you see more and more athletes actually opting to wear a tri-suit or a swimskin that comes down to their elbows as opposed to cutting off at the shoulders. Both have their advantages, so let's start by taking a closer look at the pros of a tri-suit. First up, obviously you only need to buy the one garment because you can wear this for your whole event. Also, the fabric tends to be easier to print on, so it means you've got more options for different colours and designs. And then there's the restriction. If you're not used to wearing something really tight like a swimskin, you might well find a tri-suit more comfortable in the swim. And ultimately, it's going to be quicker when you get to T1 because you don't need to get changed.
For strong swimmers, there is definitely a proven advantage to wearing the swimskin. That being said, we are talking about marginal gains. However, you would be hard pushed to find a top age grouper or a pro who, given the choice, wouldn't wear their swimskin in a race. What you choose to wear under your swimskin is of course up to you, but most would be wearing tri-suit and probably a sleeve tri-suit. So you either have that sleeve tri-suit worn fully underneath your skin, which definitely gives you a little bit of buoyancy and feels faster, or if you don't like having something covering your shoulders when you're swimming, you can do what an awful lot of pros do and have that folded down underneath the skin so that when you pull the skin off in T1, you can pull that up and get going on your bike.
There are several noticeable differences, so let's start by taking a closer look at a typical tri-suit, such as what Fraser is wearing today. Well, the most obvious difference has to be the pad or the chamois. Now, how thick this is does depend on what distance you're racing and how much you emphasize comfort, but obviously, ultimately, it is designed for wearing on the bike. And many tri-suits come with pockets on the back for storing your nutrition, mainly on the run, but also potentially for the bike. And then finally, the zips tend to be on the front, so you can open it up for a little bit of added ventilation. The first thing you'll notice about swimskin, it's a tighter fit, or at least it should be. It's designed to help keep you in a streamlined position. So with that in mind, it's not going to be so mobile around the hips. You don't want to try cycling or running in a swimskin. Being designed purely for swimming, obviously there's no pad or chamois. It's also a slightly thicker material because you're not going to be wearing it for so long, so it shouldn't get too hot. And with that in mind, the zip is on the back because it's all about hydrodynamics. Well, that's enough talking about them. It's time we got on with it. So Fraser and I are going to swim 400 metres hard. First in our tri-suits, have a full recovery, and then another 400 in our swimskins. You ready, Fraser?
Yeah.
Okay, let's count us in. 3, 2, 1, go. Right, we've had a chance to get our breath back and look at the numbers, and the results are in. We obviously did a 400 metres and we just went first in our tri-suits. What were you, Fraser?
I was at 4:53.
Well, I was a little bit slower, but I came in at a 5:24 for my tri-suit. Then we had plenty of rest and recovery, and we went again in our swimskins.
And I came down by 3 seconds to a 4:50.
Well, I came in at a 5:18, so actually 6 seconds quicker. And I guess that's the most significant learning from this. We are, as we would have expected, quicker in our swim skins, but there's so much more to consider. You've obviously got the cost of it, the speed that you're swimming at, which we've touched on. We did a 400 meters there, what you want to wear underneath it, and also quite significantly, the time that you're going to spend in T1.
And it is of course worth noting that both Heather and I were wearing sleeveless swim skins, and we wore sleeved tri-suits. And of course that could be swapped the other way around as well. You could have the sleeveless tri-suit underneath, and you could also have the sleeved swim skin. So it really is up to you what you want to wear, but the crucial thing is that you are going to be saving a little bit of time wearing that swim skin.
Yeah, and the final point, I mean, it's not really scientific, but for me, when I put on a swim skin, it just feels really good. And you know, I can't quantify that, but I put it on and I feel like I'm ready to race.
No, I know what you mean. I feel exactly the same. There's just a little bit of extra something special.
So whatever you do choose, just remember that comfort and fit are going to be key, and make sure that you practice wearing it in training before you get to race day.
And if you've been lucky enough to swim somewhere where the water is warm enough to allow the choice, then please let us know if you opted for your tri-suit or the swim skin, and let us know about those in the comments below. If you've liked our video, give us a thumbs up, and remember to click on the globe to subscribe.
And if you want to see our video of wetsuit versus tri-suit, that is down here. And if you want to see a comparison between pool stroke and open water stroke, you can find that video just down here.